Hi everybody, welcome to this Master Division free-to-play playthrough for the 5th anniversary 9-hole cup. I know a lot of people do like to step up for the minis, but maybe don't want to or don't have all the different premium balls available. So I'm going to show you some routes with totally free-to-play balls here. Much easier to qualify for a mini, so if you are stepping up, very good luck. Please do hit thumbs up on the video, make sure you're subscribed as well. And if you're playing Expert as well, or indeed any other division, check out the other playthroughs on the channel homepage. There will be Expert hole guide videos and other content available on the channel for the 9-hole cup throughout the week. Good luck and let's get started. Now with this par 4, obviously if we do get tailwind, then we have to go aggressive on the left side and try and reach green in 1. But here we have a nasty wind angle, so I'm going to show you a replay of play on the right hand side. Going with max topspin, using a Thor's hammer for all that topspin and just over 2 bars side spin to the left. Setting up at +1 so I have room to adjust, and we just want to get down there with a reasonable amount of distance and topspin. Max +10 on the adjustment takes me into overpower, so I'm going to apply that to my shot as well. So 2 to 3 rings of overpower in this scenario with our Kingmaker. Perfect ball away, we've got plenty of fairway to aim at, and you'll see here we do bounce comfortably on the fairway and the topspin takes us down very, very nicely. And the plan here is to set up for a rough bump second shot. So here I'm estimating true club distance as best I can. So I find min and then I find max, and we do have a nice level crosswind here which makes the rough bump very appealing. So I'm going with the Grizzly. Obviously if you've got B52 then you could go with that instead, but we want ball guide and accuracy. Here in this wind angle I'm going between 2 and 3 bars of backspin, having the ball guide through the hole. In the video here I play 60% slider, 0 elevation. However, this one is under adjusted, so maybe needed to play with a little bit more elevation. We do adjust into the bunker, which is awkward, but just showing this really as an option. If you can't blast it on the left hand side, then this is going to be a decent play to work with to get the drop from the right hand side laying up. Not bad though, just missing to the left. Set up, blue ring touching the fringe, there we see at +9 yards. 6 bars backspin, 3 bars side spin to the right. Don't worry about the ball guide, just find your landing position there with the Guardian. Adjustment here, max +30. Max +30, I'm doing 10 rings first, then going to push the rest, otherwise the tree and the cliff is in the way. Can use a Centurion here to reduce the wind if you want to, but I've dropped this both with Kingmaker and Centurion. Finally, half wall curl to the right, half wall curl. So edge of the ball, halfway into the adjustment ring on the right. Hitting perfect, and it bounces, second bounce just pin high, taking the slope and rolling beautifully for a hole in 1. Now for this one, a lot of people do play a slice shot, and I'm going to show you such a shot here with a Titan. But obviously this one we are using a fixed aim point, and it's one that you will need to dial in depending on the wind. +10 with APOC 7. If you've got lower level APOC like APOC 4, go max with the Titan here. And we're just looking at the aim point that we've got. 4.5 bar top spin, 2 bar right spin. Then we're going full OP, full curl, full slice. And we're just reducing the top spin because we can't roll too long here. But as you'll see, this one bounces really, really nicely, and we've got a brilliant chance for an albatross here. We were close on it, which you will see now. Looking at min distance, going to push up. So I've got room to adjust. I think I push up 8 rings, so I'm playing it 8% slider. Here I go with 15 elevation, but I would like you to go with 20% elevation. Either that or just tweak the setup of the shot. This is a fairly easy short iron, to be honest. We just came in a little bit too hot and a little bit under adjusted. And you'll see in a moment we did hit perfect, we did give it a go, but it's a brilliant chance. And with just a Titan as well, this is a really good opportunity for a drop for free-to-play players. Perfect ball, but look at this one. just on the edge, so give it a couple of decimals more. You're going to get that one in for a lovely albatross. I'm going with max topspin for the Thor's Hammer level 6. What I would advise doing here though is going with half a bar or 1 bar of side spin to the left, because you will see the wind, and we have strong wind here for a Kingmaker, will push us more to the rough on the right. So I'm backing up, I'm playing from +0 with the Thor's Hammer level 6, but I am still adjusting maximum numbers +20. Okay, so max +20. And then we're going to take our shot, hitting perfect, which of course is wonderful. And you will see here, even without that side spin to the left, look, we're just getting a bit too close to comfort, to be honest. So I would go with half a bar or 1 bar of side spin to the left. Now, the idea here is to be within grizzly range. So with this drive, I'm going to show you 2 options. I'm playing min line is closer to the green, so I'm pushing up a little bit here so I can play 10% slider, and then I think I use 10% elevation as well, but this is a difficult one. We've got to apply some backspin here when we're nearer to the green, but we're going to leave the ball guide a bit short. I do need to add some more backspin here or back up slightly. Obviously the choice is yours. This is going to be a difficult shot to drop, especially with a Kingmaker, to be honest, but we're just going to give it a go. Worst case scenario, you're going to get a very, very safe birdie. Hit perfect, so I'm playing 10% slider, and look at this, we just get a zoom in. Sadly it is on the 3rd bounce, but it's not a million miles away. Now we have tailwind here. I'm going 6 topspin, 2 right spin, playing with a Berserker in the interest of keeping it free to play. But if you do have wind like this and you want to play a topspin boost ball or a wind 0 ball, you may well get to green. Stretching out and finding the position there, and the adjustment I go is max +5. I then push back up to max and go with 1 ball of curl to the right. No overpower, obviously. If you do have stronger wind, you might want to vary the push up, but we're just going to see what wind we do get. But if you do have tailwind like this, I do think it's worth going aggressive. Bounces nicely and just approaches the rough on the end without being too long, and we're going to set up for a lovely short iron shot here. Now here I'm going rings from min, so I find the min line with the thorn here, the short iron, then I'm pushing up with no spin added, 5 rings at a time until I find the ball guide to the pin. Here I am 10 rings up from min, so it's a no spin shot, leaving the ball guide a little bit short of the front of the cup because we do have tailwind. So 10 rings from min, I'm playing 10% slider plus 10% elevation. It's 1% slider per ring from min when you're near the minimum distance of club. So 10% slider, 10% elevation, obviously for this wind angle. Perfect ball away, and we drop for a beautiful albatross on this par 5. .6 bars backspin, 3 bars side spin to the right. Sadly, I hit a great ball on the tweak that I wanted to do here. So I will explain what I think we need to do. The adjustment here is mid +5, and if you just rewind the video, look at the second bounce. With spin added, it bounces 1 row below where the pin stands. So mid +5, power 3. However, what we need to go is with some right curl here. So I would say right edge of the ball, halfway into the adjustment ring on the right. You'll see bounces very nicely here. It does take the slope, but we just needed a little bit of curl there to be in with a chance. So just add a bit of curl there, keep the adjustment the same. You got a decent chance with a Kingmaker, even though rough bump obviously is the way to go for a better chance. Okay, starting with a Berserker here, we've got Send It Wind. So I'm going to stretch out and aim right between the bunkers there. I'm going here with 5 bars of topspin, 2 bars side spin to the left. However, I would remove probably half a bar of topspin in strong wind. 15.8 is pretty good with a Zerk. So just remove some if you do get this wind. Obviously lower wind you might want a little bit more. My adjustment here is actually max plus 5, and that's because on the first account I hit the bunker on the left even with a perfect. So it's max plus 5, power 5 numbers, pushing right the way up to max. Then we're going full overpower and half a ball of curl to the left. You can do this with an APOC 5, absolutely fine, no problem at all. Untested with Thor's hammer or anything like that, so you're just going to have to judge. You'll see here though we really do clear wonderfully those bunkers, and the topspin carries down. We had an extra roll there, which is why I just want you to take a bit of topspin off. We were very, very lucky that that held fairway. So I think 4.5 top going to be better for you there. Second shot here, we've got a great opportunity with the thorn. Obviously got to contend with the wind here. So I play this one 20% slider and I go with 10% elevation. However, I do under adjust it. So if you are going to do similar setup here, you know, counting up rings from min, then I would go 15% on the slider. I do think we'd have had this in with 15% just to deal a little bit more with the strong crosswind. But either way, you've got a very, very good opportunity here. I do think a shorter drive will give you a better angle as well into the pin for the second shot here, but perfect ball away, and we'll see how this comes in. We do just miss it to the right, so small tweak needed, but still very good opportunity if you can send it down the fairway on this par 4. Now, very difficult par 3 here. I am going with 2 bars of backspin and 1.2 side spin to the right. Apply spin and find your position here. Look at where the ball guide is aiming. It's into the light green square column to the right of the second lot of dark green squares. That's about the best I can explain there. You'd have to pause the video. Adjustment here. Are you ready for it? Maximum distance plus 50. Max plus 50. As you can see, we're just adjusting down the cliff there, so I go with baby overpower, only a fraction though, and a little bit of curl to the right. Now it's up to you how much curl you want to risk here. If you over curl it or you hit great right, you could end up in the sand. So it depends how aggressive you want to be, but this, you know what, for a kingmaker, I'm going to happily settle for that one. Long and tricky par 5 now. I do think about using Thor's hammer, but then decide to go with the APOC instead. Go with as much topspin as you have. I would recommend the Apocalypse because of the distance. You're not going to be adjusting it to overpower. So I'm going with max topspin, 2 bars side spin to the left. Setting up at plus 4 with the blue ring just in the rough. Again, if you've got a different club level, just look at the ball guide as well once you've added your spin. Max plus 10 is the adjustment here. If you want to use a Centurion to knock the wind down, you are, of course, more than entitled to do so. Pulling into overpower, so I am going with about 1 to 2 rings of overpower, and I put a little bit of counter curl to the left just in case that wind is going to nudge me right. Minor great right, but we are still fine here, and I played this shot again with a Centurion. Still works as well. Didn't get quite as much distance because I didn't go with the overpower, so if you can go with 1 ring of overpower even if you don't adjust into it, I think it will be useful. Second shot, go with the wood club that gives you the most topspin, either the big dog or the cat, whichever one is the best. Max topspin, a little bit of side spin to the left, and what we're doing here is aiming straight down the middle between the rough and the sand. In the end I just go slightly to the left because of the wind push. Adjustment here, max 0. Max plus 0. And once we're done, because we have some tailwind, we're going to push back up to max. Up to you whether you want to go with overpower to get yourself close to the green. I feel I don't need to with the topspin here, but if you've only got 6 or 7 bars of topspin, then I would suggest going with a couple of rings of OP. Just concentrate on hitting perfect though. But even from there, we've got a 50% Endbringer School, 20% elevation. Thank you very much for watching this video for the 5th anniversary 9-hole cup. Hope you have found the content useful. Don't forget to check out the channel homepage for lots more content and tutorials as well. Head over to bkgolfclash.com. Also, join us on Facebook, BK Golf Clash Facebook group. Lots of members there sharing shots, tips and suggestions, and free content and free guides posted as well for all divisions. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.